I'm afraid I have some bad news. I have been struck by the dreaded reading slump. No! I reckon that's long enough. Welcome back to Hobbit Hole Books. My name is Matt, also known as Megan on Twitter, and today, look outside. Look how gorgeous that is. I will show you on the other camera. Look what a beautiful place that I get to live in. Not that I'm trying to show off. Oh my days, I feel awkward now. But you know, it's just a wonder of nature, isn't it? Nature and reading, two of my great loves. Yeah. Just look at this, guys. Not that I'm trying to show off, I just think nature is so beautiful and wonderful, and I'll have to show you my grandparents' garden sometime. It's really wonderful. So, yeah, beautiful day. Hey, I am getting breakfast. This is my first vlog. Well, I've done like a vlog of War and Room, but this is my first sort of non-read-through vlog. I'm just kind of testing the waters. It's a way to get out more content to you all and show you more inside the zany. Wow, I picked the wrong cereal. I thought I knew myself better than that. I thought I knew that I could reach my hand in and just pick the right one, but no. I am ashamed. Please, I keep getting texts. Ooh, somebody likes me. Well, I like you, random person. I know who it is. I know I'm getting these texts. I thought my phone was an airplane mode. So, you know, I'm just testing the waters for the future. I'm looking to do more vlog content as a way to get out stuff easier and quicker and kind of share my thoughts with you guys and not just have stuff be reviews and see the general zaniest craziness of my normal everyday life. I have been in a bit of a reading slump. I made a big challenge for myself with the Keymark readathon, with the Keymark Discord. And I really wanted to read Of War and Room by Ryan Cahill as soon as it came out on the Arc, so I wanted to include that in my January reads. Unfortunately, it's about 1,200 pages long, which would make my challenge of 5 books, well, 4 books and 1 novella, to be 2,700 pages. And then I was beta reading for John Palladino with Buzz's Bowl. I'll talk about that later. And then also doing a real bit here, just general anxiety and things, you know. I'm not trying to complain. It comes every couple of months. Trying to do cereal one-handed. There we go. It's fun. I'm going to talk to you guys like this. My microphone, the cereal. Oh, look at that. There's like 2 bits in there. 2 little bits. It's something that comes along every couple of months. You know, I'll just have a week or 2 of anxiety just pervading the entire atmosphere around me, and it's really annoying, I won't lie. But then after like a week or 2, I'll be fine. It flitters off into the atmosphere until it gets sucked back into my lungs and makes me feel sick all over again. So that's fun. But I am doing some fun beta reads right now. As mentioned, I'm reading for John Palladino and a guy called Loris. I'm so sorry, I'm going to get your name wrong if I do. Loris Stavridis. But I'll tell you more about that after I read in my breakfast. Now I spilt milk everywhere. Oh wait, there's no use over crying over spilt milk. Yeah. Top tip, folks. Top tip. I don't know why I'm looking down there. This is me. I don't know what I'm doing. This is literally how I act when, like, I should have got my cereal. This is literally how I act when people are not around. So it's gonna be boring when my dad's here. I mean, I love my dad. He's my dad, but when I'm here, I feel like I have to hide myself. Just like I have to hide myself because I got Loris's name wrong, probably. Sorry, Loris. I'm gonna have to crawl into a hole like Gollum. Actually, to be fair, being Gollum would be pretty cool. This is what my random thoughts are always like. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat, and then I'm gonna tell you more about my beta reads. So, location change, check. Does that look like a tick to you guys? Is that what, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. You know what I feel. There's a new dawn, there's a new day, there's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. This is the randomness that happens in my life. So I've had my breakfast and also my lunch because, you know, I don't really have space in my backpack to take lunch with me to work. I don't want to buy stuff, so I kind of eat breakfast and lunch together, and then I'll have something when I get back. Yeah, and I was watching some of The Last of Us from HBO Max. I needed to finish off episode 1, and guys, I think this is absolutely incredible. I really want to make a video about adaptations. I know I haven't really talked about film much on the channel. I really do intend to. I just don't have the time to go through it. I think I recorded a bit of a video about Avatar, but I need to go back and check through. There's so much stuff I need to edit that I've recorded and just never got around to. I'm on a consistent schedule now, and with these vlogs, I'm really excited to kind of just share my week with you all and share my random thoughts. So anyway, I think it's fantastic. I think it's a fantastic adaptation whilst also retaining its own feel. You know, it doesn't just feel like a video game. It feels very cinematic. It feels very tense. There's a palpable tension there, and it stands on its own, which I think is really important. You either get video games that adaptations that try and remove themselves from the video game and try something different, and it doesn't work because it alienates fans, and then you get the opposite where they stick too close to the source material, and then it's just like they're tied to it. You know what I mean? And like it's some kind of holy grail, a holy text. And I think a willingness to experiment whilst also not straying too far outside the boundaries of what made people love it really works. And Pedro Pascal, is it, as Joel, is doing a fantastic job. And these first kind of sequences where, spoiler alert, his daughter dies, which, I mean, I'm sure everyone knows that by now, right? Anyway, I gave you a big spoiler alert, so you should know that there were spoilers. Anyway, but I was really enjoying that. So my beta reads. So I'm reading John Palladino's Buzz's Bowl. I am very privileged and very lucky to have got an early access to that as part of a beta read. And I believe I'm the only one, the first one to see it outside of his editor, Sarah Chorn. Which, by the way, go check out Sarah. She is fantastic. I got all her books the other day. She had a sale for free, which was, I was like, oh my goodness, Sarah Chorn for free. Yes, please. I'm enjoying it. You know, it's kind of more of the same, more of what you expect from John. I can't say too much, but I would say that he's more confident, I think. There's nothing spectacularly different. I think, for me, there are some of the shock value has been lost a little bit, which doesn't detract from it, because it's, you know, what it is entertaining, right? John has written a class satire, and it's absolutely fantastic. And I was speaking to John about it, and it's completely unintentional, but I think it's an absolutely hilarious satire on class and upper class and royalty, and I think those are some of the best moments in the book. So I'm just over 50% through, about 55% in. And then also, I'm reading the Rive Hunter novella by Loris. I'm not even going to attempt the last name. I'm so sorry. By Loris. Now, Loris is a guy who we met on Twitter a few months back, and he got me to beta read some of his kind of early work just to get like a test. So it wasn't, you know, that, oh, I'm ready to publish and I just need someone to read through it and give me their thoughts and then I'll edit it again. It was this is like, I feel like I want to get a sense of what works, what doesn't, and then I'm going to carry on writing the entire thing. He'd only written sort of the first maybe 10% of it, I think. And I really enjoyed it. I had some things to say, and Loris kind of came back to me and said, well, look, yeah, I'm going to work on kind of doing working on the world building, doing some other little stuff, and then get into the main series later on. Well, lo and behold, I'd left my Fiverr gig open, which, by the way, why does Fiverr not allow you to approve gigs? Luckily, it was a novella, so I've put the gig on pause, and nobody can accidentally ask me to read like an 1,000-page book within like a week. It's called the Rive Hunter series, and so what this is like a series of prequel novellas that kind of lead up to the main series, kind of tell the story of Callan, who is the Rive Hunter. And basically Rive magic is like this dark kind of, oh, I got a shiver, and there's like this dark kind of magic that kind of ruled the land, permeated the land. There was some kind of thing controlling it, and then I think this group called the Knights of Air or something, they basically kind of put it away. Well, now things are kind of starting to rise again. Callan has had some personal tragedy that has got himself personally involved in this, and basically he's kind of chasing this magic and trying to work out, why is it coming back now? How can I stop it before it's too late? And it plays on one of my favourite tropes, which is, you know, this kind of rising evil in the background. There's maybe some conspiracy where people are kind of involved in it in high places that are kind of trying to bring back this old dark magic. I think it's fantastic so far, actually. It's helping me get out of my reading slump. And it's only about 26 pages, so I've read half of it. I'm nearly done. Yeah. Anything else going on? Not really. Except I really need a loo right now. So, you know, this is a no hold bards vlog. So I'm gonna go do that and then go to work, and I'll catch up with you guys after work. Just before I go, we've got to talk about On the Wings of Quasar by T.A. Bruno. I haven't listened to audiobooks in a while. It's the same in reading. I go through phases, right? I was just put it on yesterday. It was fantastic. So I'm about 20%, I think, into the book. It follows the family of the characters of the first book, Denton and Eliana Castus, as they're now known because they got married, and it follows basically their kids, Cade and Nella. It's sort of 20 years later, and this world is just stunning, the way that T.A. has created it. I believe it works in kind of the visual arts in Hollywood and things, and it's amazing the way he describes the nature of the world, and we get to see more of the world of Kamaria, and through the eyes of the natives there, as well as the eyes of the humans, the colonizers, which makes, well, it makes it sound bad, because obviously colonization is bad, but like, as in they moved there from Earth, so, and they didn't, well, like they're living in harmony with the natives. They didn't actually do anything bad to the natives in the first one, and so we get to see it from kind of like both perspectives, and it's just magical, and it takes me back. It's got this sense of wide-eyed wonder to it. Cade is this character that's very much in love with the stars and exploration. It's kind of in his bones, in his family kind of DNA. And I really connect with that, and T.A. nails the family dynamics, he nails the relationship dynamics, he nails it all. It's really fantastic, and I'm absolutely loving it, so I just had to shout out that. Anyway, I'll catch up with you guys later after work, when I'm probably going to be super tired. Yeah. Think I'm nothing on you, baby. Nothing on you, baby. Daily update. Last night I got back and I was tired. Yes, Mr. Energy. Mr. Motivator. Mr. Motivator. If anyone doesn't know, Mr. Motivator, classic British. What a man, what a man. He is a British staple, one of our 5-a-day of British things. Yeah, so I got back last night, I was tired, and so I just kind of relaxed, and I got really excited about travel stuff, so I'm going to go into more detail later, but, you know, my plan is to go to New Zealand, and work, and meet people, and then, I don't know, plans change, right? So my current kind of plan would be to kind of go to New Zealand, work there for a year, and then maybe work in Australia for a few months, move over there, do a working holiday visa, and then hop back over to UK quickly, and then maybe do something like Camp America, and then after that travel for a little bit, and then find somewhere to work for a ski season, and then travel for a little bit, and then find somewhere to work for a summer season, and then travel for a bit. But you know, plans change. I might meet someone that changes my life. It's the kind of thing that happens on the road, and that's what I'm excited to share with you guys. And it's been awesome researching it. There's so much more than you even think about. Nobody thinks about the taxes. I'm going to make a video about this on my new channel in a few months about all my plans and planning and things. But you know, that's basically what I was doing last night. Just chilling and catching up my energy, my vibes. My vibes. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. My vibes. I did read more of John Palladino's Bolt at work yesterday, and oh my goodness, it's going down. Part 2, it opens with a blast. It's like an absolute party. It is manic. It is crazy. I'm so excited for you guys to get it out there in the world and read it, because it's hilarious. The names in this thing. I want to say the names, but I don't want to spoil anything, because I think it's a surprise you need to find for yourself. The plan today is finish off the Rive Hunter novella, because I had 5 days to do that, and that was like 2 or 3 days ago. So I'm going to go do that whilst I'm at work, and then I'm at work 2 to 11, so you know I won't have time when I get back. And then I've got one more day of work this week, and then I get a couple of days off. So I'm going to go out into this lovely environment. You can't see it because of the sun. It's sunny out there, trust me. It's nice. And go and spend some time with my grandparents, catch up on some video editing work, and yeah, and kind of catch up some of my reviews. By the way, what do you guys think of like the more rugged look? Like I can't pull off a beard, but like, I feel like it looks better on video like this. I'm kind of giving off, like, I don't know, backpacker vibes already. I don't know. I'm not full of myself, I promise. I think it looks alright. Maybe this is just one of these things that happens where I get really excited about some of these things. But right now, travel, you know, and thoughts of travel is taking up my time. I'm listening to a podcast called The Armchair Explorer by Aaron M. Miller, and I was listening to this one of freediving on my way back from work yesterday, and it's like you're almost there, and you kind of learn about the techniques, and you've got this guy sharing his adventure, and Aaron's kind of narrating it. Aaron is a National Geographic travel writer. He's got this podcast now that's become incredibly successful. I've actually reached out to him to see if I can maybe get an interview for this new channel that I'm planning. We will see. So yeah, so that's the plan. Gonna go to work, listen to this podcast on the way there. I might get some audio in tonight. We shall see. Finish off this novella. And yeah, I'm still kind of struggling a little bit with feeling kind of sick and bloated and anxious, because as much as travel is exciting, it's also, you know, scary. Well, I don't know anyone, how am I going to make money and things. You know, working holiday visa is alright, but and you can do a lot of stuff, and I'm very excited that you can basically travel for free, because you can, well, you can stay in places for free, because you can work for accommodation and food, and so you could basically like live in a place for a month or two and not have any costs except any activities, any extras, things that you want to do. So now on a working holiday visa, you can, you know, get money on top of that and your food and accommodation potentially. But if, you know, you're just going along and you can't work because you're on a tourist visa, it's a bit different. So there's all these videos saying, oh yeah, here's how you can travel the world for free. Well, the truth is it's not entirely free, because you're basically just depleting your money slower. Eventually, your money's going to run out unless you find a way to make money. So that's the idea behind, you know, I'm going to kind of chase the seasons. Unfortunately, it's become a lot harder with Brexit. You used to be able to go, for example, do summer season in Europe. Well, now because of Brexit, it makes it insanely hard for Europeans, for Brits to get visas in Europe. So they just hire Europeans. Even like the great British companies that are like notorious for like hiring British workers and selling kind of British holidays abroad, they're hiring locals or people from Australia or New Zealand, because it makes it harder. And You know, I emailed my MP about this actually just today, because we have a seasonal visa, so people from the EU or anyone in the world can come work for us picking apples or doing anything seasonal work, right? If they apply and get in on a quota. We can't do that in Europe. But hopefully, you know, I can find a balance, I can find some friends, and I've got friends already that are going to be travelling. Maybe I can catch up with them. I don't know, it's exciting, but it's also scary, which means anxiety. And it's not fun. It's not fun. It's really not fun. You know, it's just there in the pit of your stomach. It's like a goblin is just yanking bits of your stomach out and eating it. And then you'll go to sleep for like a few hours, and then you'll start eating again, feasting on your innards. What an odd analogy. Anyway, I should probably go to work. It's 1:15, so yeah. But this is my weird, crazy, wacky vlog. Let me know how you guys thinking about it. This is my random thoughts. You know, sometimes I might take you out on walks and things, and I'm hoping I'm gonna get, you know, better camera and things to do more cinematic stuff, more kind of interviews and things, but more about that later. Yeah, this is me kind of sharing my life and sharing my reading thoughts. Once I got this beta reads done, I can kind of share a bit more about the books that I'm reading, because it's not as a, you know, spoiler kind of territory. Although I do need to tell you guys about Justice of Kings. Oh my god, the Justice of Kings, the Justice of Kings, the Justice of Kings. It was amazing. It was amazing. It's like a eldritch horror meets gothic horror meets murder mystery meets fantasy, high fantasy meets The Witcher. It's just all these things just in, and then Richard Swan is like, I'm gonna stir it up and make a good book, y'all. Anyway, I better get going before I'm late, and I'm not sure my manager would appreciate me being late because I'm saying stupid things. So I shall go and see you on the morrow, good friends, because I'll be back late tonight. Yeah, see you guys.